created for you.
Welcome back to the Education Notebook. I'm Amelie Wilson. It is no secret kids are overloaded these days. School, sports, clubs, they don't have a lot of time to spare. However, hundreds, maybe even thousands of students have sashayed in and out of a local dance school over the last 30 years. Alan Woodard is the artistic director of the Connecticut Dance School. Welcome, Alan.
Welcome.
Tell us a little bit about your life and dance. You've been in the game quite some time.
A very long time, yes. Of course, I'm 39 and holding, but
Are we all?
yes. But I was born in London, England, and I studied actually because of a field trip from my grammar school. I saw my first ballet, and I knew immediately that's what I wanted
You were
to
hooked.
do. Hooked, straight away. So then I was like 8 years too late because I was almost 18. This is final year of grammar school. But I worked hard, had a regular job in the day, studied in the evening with a very good teacher. And of course it is London, so it's not lacking in teachers. And got into my first company after 2 years of evening classes.
Great.
And then was in that company. It's now called English National Ballet. It had a different title then. But I loved it. And you have to love it. I mean, it would be rather foolish to do it unless you have to have a desire to move, particularly to music, because that's the whole point as far as I'm concerned. And even when I was quite young and still dancing, I started to teach. I started to teach in Lima, Peru.
Of all places.
Yes, and then after that, I went to Santiago, Chile. So, and I was still, dancing and teaching in the evenings when we didn't have performances. So, and I've been teaching for like 50 years.
And are you still teaching?
Oh, yes.
To this day?
No, I still teach, but I do teach the top 2 levels. These young ladies here are ones that, majority of the classes I teach. Now, I've got excellent, excellent colleagues. We've got like 6 teachers in all who teach the younger ones.
And tell us, so Connecticut Dance School, from what age do you begin teaching ballet?
We take them at 3, and then sometimes they're obviously only 18 months, so we say, no, I think you have to wait
Come
a
back,
bit. Yes.
and you can do tippy toes later.
All the way up through high school, and our top class, they do a minimum of 6 classes a week, which I think is a tremendous commitment.
Yes.
And very serious.
And how are you able to compete, though, with lacrosse practice and
Well,
and
occasionally we
sports?
don't, but I try to take it with a good grace because sports are very important in this country, and I can't change that.
But the true dancers will stick with it through.
We find a way to work around their schedules because it's the way things are. And life is too short for me to knock myself out trying to change things like that I can't change.
Do you feel that dance gives a sort of discipline to a student?
Oh yes, discipline, poise, and I think it gives them more awareness of who they are. It's very difficult, of course, and particularly classical ballet, because it's basically rather unnatural. It just looks lovely when it's done well.
It looks so beautiful,
yes.
but if you knew the pain that these women went through with the toe shoes.
Well, it shouldn't be too bad if they fit properly.
Okay, good. Maybe that was my problem. They never fit right with all the cotton around my toes.
But I don't get into the best point shoes, toe shoes for a student. I let the women teachers do that because they're they're knowledgeable about that.
But we're going to send people, to the website, if that's all right, for more information on classes.
Yes.
ctdanceschool.com.
Yes.
Speak to Alan, drop by. They're in Fairfield.
Yes.
And a wonderful program.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that is all the time we have for this weekend's edition of the Education Notebook. But if you have a comment or a story idea, we would like to hear from you. Just call the newsroom, 203-849-1321, or send all your info in an email, aswilson@news12.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For the Education Notebook, I'm Amelie Wilson.